Hello everyone. It's Indigo or Jason. Um, I'm trying to do a video response for venussatanas. I've been watching a lot of your videos, and I really respect you for the courage you have, and I do believe that any religion should have the right to practice as long as it's done by free will. Um, I myself I'm pagan. I don't. Um, I incorporate a lot of stuff from pagan. I include shamanism, Wicca, a little bit of neo-pagan, a lot of things. And I just want to say, first of all, that kudos for you because it has to be brave. Because I do know that as a pagan, it is now easier to be accepted. It's not accepted in a lot of rural areas. I live in a small town in Georgia, and but it is certainly easier to be a pagan than it is a Satanist. So I respect you and have a lot of respect for you. And this video is not to criticize or put down any Satanist or anything of that nature. But um, I was watching one of your videos and talking about how paganism and Wicca is a right-handed mythology. Um, some of what you said was correct, but as a pagan, I started about the same time as you did in one of your videos. You said you started when you was about 13. I think we're about close to the same age because in like 92, 93 is when I became into pagan. And when I started paganism, it was really hard for us too because, like you said, we just had dial-up, and even if you did have dial-up, then you there still wasn't a lot of resources. And since I lived in a small town, my library didn't have any books on any occult or alternative religions besides Christianity. So, um, I mean, but I do understand that now, um, that we're more recognized than the Satanists, and unfortunately, I hate that because, like I said, I do believe that anybody has the freedom. Um, but there was one comment that you made in one of your videos that I watched. I've studied a lot. I've studied almost every religion out there. I've read books on them, even Satanism, because when I was younger, before I found paganism, I was actually interested in Satanism. And for me, um, as a pagan, and I'm not speaking for all pagans, I'm speaking as myself, as been practicing it. I'm 32 now. I've been doing it since I was 13, and we have a lot of stuff in common. Satanists and pagans. We do a lot of rituals. We have a lot of the same tools. The athame is used for the same way. Calling the corners, using metaphysical science. Um, and so we're a lot alike in the ways, but one thing that we're different, and I wanted to just give my input. And again, this is not, I'm not saying that you're wrong or insulting you by any means, but as a follower of a pagan religion, um, we do have a lot more resources, but it's still very chaotic getting into it because um, the books you read, Gerald Gardner in the 70s did came up with Wicca, and I respect Gerald Gardner, but I don't agree with his pathways because to me, I don't like anything that tells me I have to do something a certain way. I like the freedom to, if I feel like doing whatever, do it, you know? Um, and he had a lot of the ways, like the Gardenian path and the Dianic path, and there's a lot of different paths. And for me, it was sort of kind of like Christianity, and I don't didn't believe in Christianity. And when I was reading in Satanism and I thought about it, I was like, well, if you believe in Satan, which as a pagan I do not believe in Satan, but if you believe in Satan, then you have to believe in Christianity because um, I don't know, I do not know which came first, the Bible or the Satanic Church, but according to the Christianity faith, Lucifer was one of God's angels and he fell, and there's a hell and everything, but um, as pagans, we don't believe in just black and white, and we don't believe in Christianity, and we're so far off of the Christianity chart. I would consider ourselves a left-handed organization too, because um, even though we have a lot of books and everything was passed down when Christians took over the Eastern world. Uh, they burned every book and everything was passed down by the word of mouth, and that's where you get a lot of folk magic and a lot of different opinions and ideas. And I'm sure it's the same way with Satanism too. And you have to weed through a lot of bullcrap, and you just have to pull what you know. Um, but I really just disagree with being pagan, being compared with Christianity, because yes, we do have an easier way, but um, it's not as organized, and it's not, there is a path, but you still have to choose your own way. Every pagan's different. We live, like I said, I have the freedom to do what I want to do. And I feel like anybody should be able to do what they want to do as long as they don't hurt nobody. Um, and we believe in evil just as you can't have good without evil, and you can't have evil without good. So I was just curious about what's your opinion on um, um, about being a Satanist. Is it just the reverse of being a Christian? And I've read several books. To be honest with you, I've not. There's not a lot of books out there, like you said. So a lot of it's just personal writings and stuff. So I don't really know experience. That's my question. That's what I want to know. I want to know. Um, do you see yourself as just um, Christian that chooses to follow Lucifer, or do you? How do you disassociate yourself with Christianity if you believe in the devil? Because this Christianity, to my understanding, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. To my understanding, Christianity invented the devil to scare people. And I mean, no disrespect. I swear, no disrespect. I'm just really curious. I never understood that, because in pagan, we don't believe in one God, or um, one person making a decision for us. And what I have read and what I have looked up on Satanism is that you have a satanic Bible. Um, so I guess you have to live that way, which is like Christians with their Bible. I'm just really confused. I don't know um, how that enters it, because as a pagan, we use that metaphysical. The metaphysics is our life. That's what we do. That's where we get our energy. We contact with the spirit world. Like I said, we're a lot alike, Satanists and pagans. A lot of pagans hate to be associated, because we get, a lot of people think that pagan automatically equals Satanism, and as I mean, you both know that's not true. Um, but my question is, do you really? I mean, you said think about Satanism being the left hand side, and pagan and neo-pagans, Wicca, and Christianity on the right side, but like I said, we don't believe in one person having all the power. We believe the earths give us life, and we celebrate the earth's seasons and the natural cycles. And we don't believe in one God that passes judgment down, that killed his kids and has angels all around him. And that's the reason why we don't believe in the devil, is because to believe in the devil is to believe in the Christian God. And um, that's just something that, you know, I know me as a pagan, and the pagans that I'm around, uh, is the main source. I'm not like I said, I'm not speaking for all pagans, and I mean no disrespect. I want a better understanding, because I love learning about religions. And like I said, I did do a little bit of reading and research on Satanism, just for my own knowledge. But I really felt that it was sort of kind of like Christianity, just the direct opposite of it. So that's I'm probably getting you confused, but my question is I want to know, do you believe in Christianity? Do you believe the God in Jesus Christ and all of that, and that everything he says is true, and that there is a devil below, or in hell, um, and that you have to serve him and him only? Um, I'd like for you to elaborate on that, because in the studies and the books I've read, like I said, that it didn't identify. They don't identify with the Christians, but like I said, Lucifer was an angel for God, supposedly. Um, so if you could answer that question for me, I would really love it, because I've been really, really you know, I try to give, I have an open mind for any religion at all. And just because I am pagan doesn't mean I'm not still open minded. And that's the reason why I do not belong to a coven. Because, and a lot of people we consider ourselves solitary witches because covens are too, tells you what to do, and we don't really tell them what to do. I like to be able to, if I want to do a ritual for one of our holidays or Sabbaths or whatever, I can. If I don't want to, I don't have to. I don't have to worry about living by a Bible. And we do have our Book of Shadows, which is like a diary where we do spells and energy works and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so you, what I've read, they disassociate them. Satanists disassociate themselves from Christianity, but you have to believe in Christianity, right? Because that's where the devil or Satan came from, right? I mean, I just want more clarity on that because I'm confused and I like knowing, and like I said, I'm very, very open minded. I mean, no disrespect to you. I just disagree with one of the statements is you classify pagans and Wicca as with the Christians, but we don't associate with the Christians at all. We don't believe in black and white. We believe black, white, gray. There's on the energy spectrum, and the spectrum of life itself is there's so many parts. There's no way one person can have power. That's what I feel, and the pagans that I'm around, that's how we feel. So I was just wanted to know what your response would be for that. Like I said, I respect you for your religion. I have nothing bad to say about it. I'm just confused, and I would like clarity because I'm curious like that. Even though I'm not a Satanist, I don't believe in Satan, but I have to know how people view religion, and so so if you can answer that for me, I'd really, really, really be grateful. And again, kudos, lots of respect to you. I've watched all your video, well, most of your videos that you posted on there. You're very educative, and I've seen a lot of similarities between what you say and what we do. Um, I would just consider, I just want to know that, if you could identify more with paganism and focus more on the darker side of paganism, or do you really believe, or does Satanists really believe that there is a God and there is a Satan? And that's my question. And again, much love to you. I respect you. And like I said, I just wanted to know.